camera okay there?
Woohoo! All right.
Daniel, is the camera okay there?
All right. Happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Rockin' Sexy Uncensored. We're coming at you live from Los Angeles on LA Talk Radio. And I'm your host, AmberLynn, and it is once again my great pleasure to be here with you all tonight. RNSU works overtime, folks, to bring you celebrity guests and co-hosts from the movie, music, and cutting-edge world of entertainment, each more exciting, and tonight is absolutely no exception, folks. Before we introduce tonight's very special guest, please welcome back to RNSU a guest celebrity co-host. He has been called the Messiah of Makeover. He is known for his amazing image transformation on Hollywood's A-list celebrities like Pamela Anderson, the late Anna Nicole Smith, Marilyn Manson, and even Paula Jones during the Clinton, what was it, sex scandal?
Clinton sex scandal,
Sex
baby.
scandal.
That
There
was a
you
long
go.
time ago, but it's the sex scandal.
That's right, it was a long time ago. But that's okay. He is a successful actor and a musician today. Currently, he's been doing live shows, and he just appeared at the famous Whiskey A Go-Go, playing guitar with the cult-followed punk band Punk Bunny, and his solo single, Sen, featured in Vamp Biker's Trey, which he also appeared in. Daniel DiCriscio is in the house tonight.
Woo, I'm here, yay!
And he is going to be guest co-hosting.
I'm guest co-hosting for my Amber,
How
only
you-
for Amber.
How you
That's
doing,
it.
gorgeous?
I'm doing fabulously. I'm great. I'm so happy right now.
You are?
Yeah, totally. Look at the weather. Everything's great.
I know.
I'm telling you. Because we had some bad weather here. You know, now it's like picking up.
I gotta tell you something, Daniel. When you look like that, I mean, everything is good. And another RNSU favorite, she is an award-winning actress, comedian, red carpet correspondent. She hosts her own fashion and beauty blog, So Very Vida. Miss Vida Ghaffari is back in the house
Thank you.
tonight.
Always such an honor to guest on your amazing show. You're such a gracious hostess. It's truly an honor.
Thank you, darling. It's great to have you back on the show.
Great to
And
be
Joe
back.
Williamson is in the house.
Thank you for having me. It's always brightens up my day seeing your beautiful face, Amber.
And it brightens up ours to have you in the house, Joe. Vida, I'm just going to ask you to move just a little bit closer to that left mic.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
Vida, you should be wearing the
It's
headset.
fine either way.
Yeah,
Okay.
please do
Thank
that.
you.
There you go. All right, you guys, everybody settled in?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
tonight, our very special guest, and we have been trying to get her on RNSU for some time, folks. So we feel very, very lucky to have her. She is an iconic scream queen. That is a term reserved for the cream of the crop of cult-followed actresses of horror films. She has starred in 60 action and horror films, along with some of the greatest actors in history of that genre. People like Tommy Wiseau, Danny Trejo, Tom Sizemore, Mel Novak, and so many others. She is a multiple award-winning actress. Her most recent awards were Best Actress at the 2018 LANFA Film Festival, which you guys heard about because, of course, I got a humanitarian award at that film festival. Vida got awards at that. Daniel was at it. Also, the 2018 USA Martial Arts Hall of Fame Awards, she brought in Actress of the Year. She received an EOTM for Outstanding Talk Show Host for her work on her own show, Eye on Entertainment, and she has received 7 Best Ensemble Acting Awards for her work on Gregory Blair's Garden Party Massacre. We cannot say enough good things about her talent and her beauty. Here to talk about her recent role portraying Vivica Stevens, aka Robo-Woman, in Dustin Ferguson's latest award-winning feature film, Robo-Woman. Please welcome to our show, Miss Dawna Lee Heising is going to be our rockin' sexy, super special guest tonight. Come on in, Donna. There she goes. And here she is. We're so happy to have her in the house with us tonight. How you doing? Gorgeous.
Great.
Look at this beautiful, beautiful woman.
I know, the perfect mix for rockin' sexy tonight.
That's right. Let us
Yeah.
know when you're comfortable. You're
She's
Mike.
rocking
You're
it and
already
she's
Mike.
sexy.
Oh,
Right? She is not only, and by the way, guys, just to open up the show, I want to say not only is this woman everything that Rockin' Sexy is about, she is rockin', she is sexy,
Yeah.
she's beautiful, and she
thank
is
you.
talented, as you heard me talking about all of her many, many credits. Her film credits are just amazing. But I got to tell you something. The first thing I want to say to you, Donna, it was such a pleasure to get to know you at the Panorama City Community Awards that we all were honored at, because you know, you meet somebody with such a list of credits like yours, and you see you and you think, I'm just a little bit nervous. I mean, this woman
sure
is like, seriously, right? Right? You get that way. And she's got this great persona, and she comes in the door, and you look at her and you go, oh my God. And then she is such an amazing human being. Such a
thank
sweet
you.
woman, right?
I agree with that. She is
Yeah.
very sweet. You're the
Very
sweetest I think I've
humble,
met.
very
Right.
humble. You don't see
Seriously.
that often.
You're great. She's
I
great.
know Daniel for
Really?
a long time.
I know, we've known each other for a long time.
But you made that night so fun, and I'm the one who is daunted by you.
Well, thank you. Actually, that makes me feel better about me if I'm daunting Donna. That's awesome.
No, but you have such a great personality as well as being gorgeous. It was fun that night.
Wasn't it? We had such a great time. What Donna is referring to right off the top is the Panorama City of Commerce Award, presented a bunch of community service awards to, well, not all community service, but they were community service awards.
Yes, uh-huh.
And we were invited to a special ceremony, and we received community service, and there were certain ones. I think yours was an acting award, wasn't it?
In acting, but also we got something from the state of California.
Yeah.
right.
Thanks to
Because
so
of
many.
Joey.
The founder of the Panorama
Oh, and he
Chamber of
was
Panorama
great.
City Chamber of Commerce. Huge thank you to Salme.
But yeah,
Right.
remember,
Yeah.
it was signed by the Congress.
By the state
By the
Congress
state.
and state assembly.
Yes.
So that was
Oh,
a
wow.
particularly great honor for all of us there. And I
Yeah.
think we
Great.
were kind of blown away, because I remember when I came back to the table and I looked at you and I said, this is the state assembly, the Senate,
I
who
know,
has
yeah.
given us these awards.
This is
And-
the real deal.
and it's always great to be
Yeah.
honored in any way, you know, and obviously we're grateful and we appreciate it. But when it's coming from Congress, you
I
kind
know.
of get a little
Wow.
kick, more of a kick in the
Yeah,
pants, right?
totally.
So that's where I got to really sit down and talk to you and just get to know you as a person beyond, you know, your work in films and as a talent. And we got to kind of like kick off our heels for a minute and just hang out as girls. Or
Yeah.
It was
whoever.
fun.
Well, Dustin was at the table.
Yeah.
We got to hang out
Hi,
as girls. Whenever Daniel's at the table, he gets to be his own girl.
He's beautiful.
He's got the hair. He's got the hair.
I feel like I'm in a Barbie commercial tonight.
We are. This is like a box of Barbies right here.
Donna can
Okay.
actually fill in. Daniel does a thing every year at his birthday party called Blonde Mafia.
Yeah.
No, what is it?
Yeah, and it was, I think one year it was me, Daniel, and
With Susie or?
Susie Malone.
Yeah.
Susie Malone, who's been a guest on our show before. And yeah, and
Yeah.
she's great. She's got the Great Vegas Show and the magic burlesque dancer. And and so this year you gotta have Donna come.
I know, you have to come.
Oh, I would love
I
to.
would love
So
that.
what do you
It's
do?
amazing.
It's amazing. It's
So
amazing.
what does a blonde mafia entail? I feel like
It's
I'm in
something
one right
different.
now.
It's something I do. It has its own
I'll get a
dichotomy
wig.
with that.
I'll get a wig.
This is really funny. So I think I'm bringing Daniel in here as like cougar bait. On my show. Everybody here need an explanation of cougar bait.
Oh.
Right? And so here he comes in and she says, I've known you for a long, long
Oh, I've
time.
known you since like what, 2009 or something.
What?
I think
I've met you.
we met at your So Very Vida.
Really? That's
I met
2016?
you before that though, a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then I met you again with her.
Careful, Daniel.
Yeah.
She's married.
Oh, please.
I don't want
Watch
to get a
him.
phone call later.
He'll jump now.
Right? Oh my God.
I get that a lot.
Right, she'll get home and she's gonna go home tonight.
You
There's
can
gonna
hire
be-
me for that,
There's
you
gonna be
know?
4 dozen roses
Yes.
laying on the
Exactly.
ground around their bedroom.
No.
And a bottle of champagne will be waiting for you.
No, he's a lucky man, really.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The most
Totally.
conservative man you've ever met. Don't even
That's
never
great.
think of putting roses in it.
Well, he got the nudge from Amberlynn.
This is a great lead-in. So you are married and have been happily married for a long time. I think you mentioned that to me, right?
Yeah.
So to all of our fans, just so you know.
Oops, wait a minute. No. Oh, no, I swear. No. I'm just kidding.
No.
That, trust me, that would never stop men today.
No, it doesn't.
That's just,
I think it does because he's not in the business.
Oh, that's good.
He used to be the vice president of marketing for ConAgra, which is the biggest food company in the nation.
Oh, wow.
And he developed the Healthy Choice food line. And now he's a financial advisor. And
I'm a healthy choice.
for my husband.
I'm a healthy choice. I love Healthy Choice. I have their soups all the time. I love Healthy Choice. So isn't that interesting? Were you already an actress when you met him?
Well, actually, I started out in show business in Blade Runner, so I was like maybe 18.
And you actually started as a beauty queen.
Yeah.
Right? So you started out as Miss California USA, and all of these, you had one, Miss San Francisco.
Miss Chinatown.
Miss
one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Miss Los Angeles Chinatown.
Yeah.
And Miss San Francisco USA, I think it
Miss
was.
San Francisco Universe. I was going to UC Berkeley at the time, and I just got discovered, so I became Miss Hawaii on Fantasy Island.
Oh,
And it was
wow.
great.
I think I saw that episode. Now that you're speaking about it on Fantasy Island, you mean the show, the TV
I had the
series?
TV show with Hervé and
Yes.
you know the
Tattoo.
plane.
I remember
It
seeing
was
her on that.
great.
I used to love that show.
Oh, well, I did too. You know,
Yeah.
I worked on it a lot actually.
Uh-huh.
You know, I became one of the lay girls too.
Oh,
cool.
that is so sweet.
Yeah.
And so was that your foray into your acting work?
It kind of was. I think I did that before Blade Runner. And then I worked on that for 3 weeks straight. I mean, we worked in fog and they built a Chinatown set. Because I'm Eurasian, so I worked, on the Chinatown set. But then I'm a dancer too, so I danced on it. And I'm probably in there like 1 second. But,
So
you know,
That's how the business is.
But you're in there. That's all
Yeah,
that matters.
yeah.
Just for our
3
listeners
weeks.
out there, I just want Donna to explain Eurasian. What is that? European Asian, correct?
well, I'm Chinese, Japanese, and Native American.
Native American Indian?
Mhm.
Oh, that's amazing. My grandmother was Native American, Choctaw Indian.
Oh, that's where you got the
Yeah,
chickens.
well,
Yes, that's how you got them.
yes!
Yes.
Yes! That's where I got them. I was already 40, but yes.
Amber's in it, I'll tell you.
I know, she's great.
That's where I got them.
She never takes herself seriously. That's what's cool about her. Seriously.
It's
That's what's cool.
amazing.
That's what's cool. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, and they're all going, what are they talking about? Cheekbones? What?
And you're both Orange County people.
And we're both from Orange County.
Oh yeah, she grew up in Orange.
I grew up
She's
in
like
like
me.
Old Town Orange too, and I always say that about Orange County people. We're cut from a different bolt of cloth. You know, when I came up to LA, a lot of my family won't even come see me in Los Angeles. They're like, you know, Aunt Lenny, you live in LA? Like, we don't want to go to LA because they think
They watch the
we're-
news.
They think we're all stodgy.
Oh.
Plus it's traffic too.
Right,
Yeah.
and the traffic, yeah. So, okay, so you started out in Blade Runner. How did you land such a big show right off the top?
Well, actually, in those days, it was so easy to get an agent. I've been with Ray Cavallari from the beginning of my career, and he's wonderful. But I think he's comfortable now, so he doesn't. I don't know if
He's not taking people on, per se?
Well, he handles Don the Dragon Wilson. So he's great.
And this is your brand new agent that you
No, this is my agent from the time I was, you know, when I started.
Okay.
He was my first agent. And then, so that's how I got these roles. I was also Cleo the Snake Dancer in Magnum P.I.
Oh my God!
I just-
Another popular show that I love.
I was on all those shows like Bring 'Em Back Alive and The Golden Monkey because I always played an Asian prostitute. I had dark hair in those days.
You want to know what's really funny? If you didn't tell me that you were Asian, I would not guess it walking in the door and looking at you like this. I just
Well, maybe
wouldn't.
it's
It's so.
I know.
Maybe it's the blonde
the
hair.
blonde hair.
Maybe it's the
Blonde
blonde hair or the transformation or the makeup, but you your look is very Americanized.
Yeah.
It's definitely very Americanized.
Well, that's why I can't really go out for Asian parts anymore. I mean, I could play Asian prostitutes in those days.
A girl's gotta eat. To be honest with you, I think I've played an Asian prostitute.
Yeah, the black wig on, right?
Because a girl, no, with my blonde hair. Oh my God.
Well, actually, they are blonde.
That's true,
They
that's
do,
true.
in
Right?
Japan.
Yeah, that's
In
true.
Japan, they're
In Korea.
Yeah, a lot of
that's
in
true.
Asia, in
That's true.
anywhere in Asia, a lot of the what do they call them? They're not called prostitutes. They're called geishas or
Yeah, in Japan.
concubines.
Yeah, I don't think I'm Chinese too, so I don't think the Chinese are with as contemporary. So
Right.
I don't think they have those type of girls, but Gwen Stefani calls them some
Harajuku.
Yeah,
That's right.
those
yes.
type of girls.
Yeah.
Harajuku.
Gwen Stefani.
And you're also Hapa. That's the new phrase that they call
Oh,
You're
yeah.
Asians. Hapa? I don't know what it is. People that are part Asian, part Caucasian.
So what's the great part about all of this is that you have so many things going for you that create such a uniqueness about you. Yet a lot of the roles that you play are that of the blonde bombshell, the Americanized blonde bombshell. So that doesn't even ever come into play because when I saw Donna for the whole first several features that I viewed you in, I looked at her as like the blonde, iconic bombshell.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Pamela Anderson type almost.
Yeah, you
Totally.
have the Pamela Anderson.
The bikini, everything.
Yeah, the
all
whole-
that. The whole Pamela Anderson thing.
Well,
Yeah, go
Actually,
ahead.
my favorite
Actually,
scene.
by the way, guys, I just want to mention she was here before. Pamela.
That's right, she was. Yes,
All right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love her. I
Yeah.
love Pamela and Bridget Bardot.
Okay,
They're
okay.
Oh,
all-
yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't think we can mention Pamela or Bridget Bardot without just saying that, respectfully, that Alexis Vogel, the iconic makeup artist that did all of us for many years, passed away a couple of weeks ago, and we just want to mention that respectfully and say rest in peace, Alexis. We will forever miss you.
Yeah, that's so sad that it happened so suddenly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
Well,
such a
I
history
think that
together.
it teaches all of us that things can happen at a young age,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter how famous you are, how busy you are.
No, that really
Your
shocked me.
career.
'Cause, I worked with her a lot on some major things with Playboy and all. When you told me that she passed away, I was really shocked because you just think everybody's hitting the ground running every day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But you hear about older people, on the news dropping dead and all this,
And
Somebody
we don't
you
see
know.
ourselves as older.
I mean,
or
I never thought-
any of
no.
that.
I don't
We're-
feel it at all.
Right,
No,
and when
it's
you're
not-
on a set,
And Amber, when you told me about Alexis like that just really shocked me. Really, I was like in shock. I didn't know what to say because I was not expecting to hear that.
I
her.
couldn't even talk when I called Daniel about it because
You just think they're out there running around doing their
think
lives.
they're gonna
you
live
know?
forever. Now,
Yeah.
and one of the things is when we're on sets and when you're on a movie set or you're touring or you're out there playing gigs or whatever, it's a rough road for all of us. I don't care how famous you are. It's grueling
yeah.
work getting up, getting on the set. And they don't want to hear, I've got a cold. We've got a shooting schedule. You're often on multi-million-dollar feature films. And if you call up the director and say, my throat tickles, they're going to go, that's great. Take some emergency and we'll see you on
That's
set.
right, yeah,
We'll
yeah.
see you on set. So we're kind of preconditioned, especially those of us who have been in the industry for years, to just soldier through these
Yes.
moments when our throat is bothering us or we've got a cough or whatever. And I just wanted to mention how this correlates is that we have been working on getting Donna on Rockin' Sexy and Sexxy for at least 6 months now, and she's been
Yes.
going through some changes as well,
Well, I take karate, and I was going to say my favorite thing, I have Dustin Ferguson to thank for the different kinds of roles that I'm in now.
Shout out to Dustin Ferguson.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Dustin Ferguson. As a matter of fact, Dustin Ferguson not only just released Robo Woman, he plans on doing 2 sequels to Robo Woman.
Yes, I'm so excited.
With Donna. The role that she played in Robo Woman was called Vivica Stevens,
Vivica Stevens.
and you play an actual robot that comes to life.
Yeah, and actually, I think I took it too seriously. Well, I'm kind of skipping roles now, but I knew that. I hope I can say this, but I knew that she lost her arm and she lost her brain. She lost her eyes.
And her eyesight.
She sort of lost
Her
everything.
eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Joe looking at me. So I wanted it to be realistic. So, I knew that if you get a brain surgery, you can't have long hair. So my hair looks terrible in the film. I just have to say that. And so I learned
I would
so
never
much.
do a role. I would never agree to do a role if they made my hair look terrible.
You're upgraded at Donna. You still great.
I would be amazing.
I made my hair look terrible because I wanted to be realistic,
Right.
Right now I'm really working on the acting. I'm taking all these lessons, but I have been with a theater company for 12 years.
For 12 years. Which
And-
one is that?
It was the Friends and Artists Theater with Sal Romeo.
You know what? That's another thing I just want to mention about Donna. You look at Donna and she's hot.
Yeah.
It's hard to get past she's hot, okay? You look at her and you go, and she's blonde and she's hot, right? You don't expect or require somebody that hot to be a great actor.
Yes. And you just did Shakespeare.
Right? So I was just
Yeah.
going to mention that. So today I'm doing research on her and getting ready for the show, as a matter of fact, because I do it on our guests. And all of a sudden, I'm looking at her reel, and there it is. You're doing Macbeth.
I'm so happy that I got to do that. I did.
So tell us about it just a little bit, so that the fans and listeners who are listening out there know what the role was, what you did.
Well, actually, I did start in acting, and I was with a theater company for a long time. And so I took acting really seriously. I took it in school, and I actually got in AA in dramatic arts before I went to UC Berkeley. And then I took it at Berkeley. But I left the acting business to go into real business. I got my MBA from Pepperdine, and then
What'd you get your MBA in?
in business. and I got my bachelor's in business management. So I left the business for a while and I became a VP of marketing in technology companies.
Wow.
So when I came back to acting, maybe 8 years ago, 10 years ago now, because my husband just told me I could.
You said just go back and do your acting?
Yeah, because I mean, you know, he's been in Los Angeles Magazine as a 5-star wealth manager for
Right.
for.
So
the
you
last
guys
6
aren't
years.
worried about, you know, well, most actors are struggling.
I'm very worried, but my husband's not. I have no money, so I can't back anyone's project.
Right? So you want to say that right off the top. 'Cause
Yeah,
nobody-
and my husband's a financial advisor, so he cannot back anyone's projects.
Right. But you are a working actor. So funny.
Yes.
Do
Yes.
you actually have people come after you because they know that your husband is wealthy to back their projects? I'll put you in mind. How many times have we
I'm
been
sure somebody
offered
has.
roles?
I'm sure.
I could
My
name
God.
15 people right
I'm
now.
sure people are calling right now. They're calling your husband right now.
They're like, the phone is
That you don't
ringing.
even know who they
We
are.
have a role for you, Donna, and by the way, we're still trying to raise the money to get the film done.
My husband's German and he's very scary.
He's scary?
To other people, I mean, he's the best husband.
Does
He's
he have like a
wonderful.
German accent? No.
No,
No,
he's,
no,
I
no.
mean, he was born in America, but he's pure German.
Oh.
He's tall and blonde, but he doesn't have hair like
He's tall and blonde.
He does, but he looks mean all the time because he's a businessman.
Yeah.
Oh, he
You know,
does?
He has all
Yeah.
these people under him, but he's the nicest
You know,
guy in the world.
I was actually engaged to a German at one point, and you know, they have that. They come
Yeah.
off, and he was blonde, blue-eyed, gorgeous. And he would come off like that with
Very
people.
stoic.
Just very stoic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
and
people would go,
they don't
"He's
smile."
like-"
No.
Right, they don't smile. Well, they do.
Well, I don't know.
In their
Jerry
own
doesn't
way.
smile.
They do smile, but
Dan's German?
they do everything
No,
with like a nod of the head.
Yeah, he does.
They look a little aggressive in everything they do, even when they're walking the dog. I don't know how they do it. You would walk the dog like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is fast.
Right.
So, you know.
Believe it or not, I've got a little bit German in me.
Oh, well, I believe it.
Yeah, you gotta be right. You gotta be like full German to get it. You gotta know what it's about. So your husband. So that's your husband. But let's talk about performed Lady Macbeth, a monologue in It's Brian Basuglia. Barsuglia's documentary, Shakespeare, A Bard for Ages. Just wanted to mention that so you guys can get out there and take a look at it because you really will be blown away
Yeah.
Oh, thank
by
you.
her monologue.
It's in my demo reel. I was so happy to get that part. Brian is the head of the Huntington Beach Film Festival, and I've wanted to work with him for ages, but he didn't know who I was. And then he's also a teacher at Mater Dei, which is one of the top Catholic high schools. And I'm
Wow.
Catholic.
Oh,
You are? Really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That had
Okay.
nothing to do with me getting the job.
Well, I didn't know because, well, I guess some Asian backgrounds would be Buddhist, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
My-
thinking.
Well, my mom's Buddhist, but my dad was born in China and he got converted by missionaries there. So
Okay.
I went to a Catholic school.
You know what, those missionaries, they tried to get to me too, but I wasn't having it. Just to let you guys know, I wouldn't have it. So between you and your husband, because I'm not sure what Germans are, do you have any children?
Yeah, we have 2 beautiful girls.
Oh.
Misty is a psychiatrist at UCLA.
Wow.
And then Marissa is a pharmaceutical rep for Sanofi Aventis, and she's like at the top of the sales force. She's won a trip to France. I mean, she has the gift of gab. She could sell anybody anything,
awesome.
which is completely different from me. That's why I went behind the scenes into marketing. I started publicity departments, and that's why I know a lot about publicity these days. You know, like Vida. I've been taking acting really seriously. I've been studying at South Coast Rep for the last maybe 2.5 years. I studied with Matthew Arkin, whose dad is Alan Arkin.
Very nice.
And so we did a lot of the plays or the movies that his dad was in, because he did a lot of Neil Simon. But then I saw that Brian was doing a Macbeth movie, and he was doing a documentary on Shakespeare. And so I asked him, I was really scared of doing Shakespeare because I had never done it before. But, Macbeth, once I started researching it, it's a fascinating play. And he told me to do the monologue that I did. And so I did. I started learning it, and then I started studying with a great teacher named Carol Foreman. And she lives in Seal Beach near me. So I started taking private lessons with her. But really, it's just like other acting. I mean, you have to learn the words, but the main thing is you have to feel it. You have to feel the emotions. And Lady Macbeth is just such a fantastic character.
It's a great female role.
Yeah.
It's like an iconic.
They say, as an actor, that you have to do Shakespeare to truly learn method
Yeah.
acting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
have to say, I feel like a real actor now that I've done that.
It's exactly what I was going to say. How
I'm
many
really
actors,
proud of
that's
myself.
why they will recommend that you take on something like that, because most acting today, especially television acting, I hate to say this, is just so minimal.
Oh yeah,
On the
it's
nose,
one-dimensional.
You know?
I mean, I
Yeah.
studied at Lee Strasberg in New York, and its method, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I was there for a couple of years, and
Oh my gosh.
so no, but the whole people are shocked when I say that because you know how this would be looked.
So
They're shocked. I mean, they're shocked. They're like, another dumb bimbos, and it's like, no,
That's-
no,
You have a lot of degrees too.
Seriously.
You have a lot of degrees too.
No, I do too. And the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is, with with Shakespeare and all of that, it just gives you that sophistication and more worldly thing about yourself, because a lot of people are not interested in that. They're just not interested in that Shakespeare stuff. They're just not.
Yeah.
The point is, they don't know what it's about, and they're scared of it sometimes.
Yeah.
And once you step over that step and go into it, it's like an amazing journey with Shakespeare and all.
I've
Yeah.
learned
It's
so
such an
much.
amazing thing. You learn
Well, it's
so
like
much. Your
working out
brain
at
just
the
goes
gym.
bam.
It's like going to the gym. When you go in and you break the threshold and you go beyond
Yeah.
your limits,
Yeah.
then your limits expand and they don't seem so restrictive after that. As an actor
you'll limit
or whatever
yourself,
it is.
because even with music, for me, I studied classically with piano and guitars and everything, okay? Plus, I loved rock and roll. I want to learn all the bar chords, all that stuff.
Right.
But, a lot of people are like, oh, classical, ugh. But you know what? I think it made me better. I mean, it opened my brain up to new
Right.
things.
So
You
do
have to
classical.
learn the notes and
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's acting is an art. I mean,
Oh, it's all art. Totally.
Because I'm Asian, I believe in education.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
I don't think you can I don't think you could just jump into anything and do
Yes.
it right.
Right.
No, I studied my whole life. And,
So you
and,
wanted to be an actor when you were a small child. You wanted to be an actress.
actually, I wanted to be in pageants. I'm very
She
obsessive.
wanted that crown.
She wanted, right? So did Daniel.
I know, I wanted the crown.
That was the reason why, and I loved the picture. Joe sent me all kinds of pictures and to pick from, and I was looking for a picture. I wanted a picture of you in the gold dress from the Landfo Awards,
That was
and I
2017.
couldn't find.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a picture of you looking at the camera that I could edit to use, because when you're doing, you want to be looking because you're selling the audience the show.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find a picture of you looking, but when I saw the picture of you with the crown on your head, with the
They're so
coat,
great. They're so great. I
it
know.
just
They're fabulous.
appealed to all of that in me that I love.
Well,
you know?
that's the picture that gets me music videos. Because I know if I go out for a music video, I'll get it. But auditions in Hollywood.
Yes, they're tough. They're tough.
Aren't they? They're just so lame.
I went to one on Monday, and I live in Huntington Beach, so it took me 3 hours to get down here.
Oh,
And
no.
I was excited to go to this audition because it was for a major film for, I think it was Charles Band. But it was for a heavy metal person whose head blows up.
Oh,
So
wow.
I have all these outfits. So, I had to run over to my neighbor to get my bustier
Oh,
hooked
yes.
up. And I went down there. There were like 50 people who were dressed exactly like me.
But they're not you.
Yeah, there's only one Donna
And
Lee.
you have to follow
That's
them.
tough when you walk into a room like that.
But
It's
Donna,
tough.
you have so many projects coming up. We should talk about your projects.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Oh yeah,
We're
I was
absolutely-
talking about, I keep going off the subject.
That's
But
okay, but I just want to mention to you, Charles Band. Hi, Charles. How you doing? Amberlynn from Rock and Sexy Radio. You know
I really
what?
wanted that part.
He has been on our show as a guest.
Oh,
Yeah, and I know Charles.
He must
So
be
we
a
might-
character.
We'll have to talk to Charles.
Yes,
Right? We'll give
yes.
Charles a call.
well actually, I don't know if I should mention the filmmaker because I haven't heard anything, but it's for someone who is doing these 10 films with him.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's a great role.
I don't see why you haven't already been in a Charles Band project, with your acting background and the talent that you have.
I think the last 2 years have been my best years. And I really feel like, I was going to say, I do want to talk about the Macbeth
Yeah.
thing because I'm working with a great group of people now, and 2 are American Airlines pilots. My best friend is named Rena Wolsinger, and she's a PhD, and she's building a studio for Beyonce and Jay-Z here. She's a musician. She works for the state of California in entertainment. She does so many things I can't keep up with her. And she's my best friend, and she lives a couple of streets over from me. She was my Final Cut Pro teacher at Golden West College. And
So Donna knows everything.
I know. She's more than a triple threat.
Yeah,
What is this?
yeah.
A quadruple threat?
Well,
Right.
Rena is so busy. I mean, I can't even compare to her, but she's like my idol. But her husband is an American Airlines pilot. His name is Keith Wolsinger. And I don't know if you heard about Alan, oh man, I can't remember the name, and he's like the most
From the
famous.
Godzilla movie when you work with?
Alan Maxon.
No, this,
Oh.
I probably have.
Sully.
No, there's 5 brothers and they're really famous, and this guy is in everything. And he's got a really bad temper. He lives in New York. He's married to a yoga instructor.
Alec Baldwin.
Yes!
That's what I was going to say, Alec Baldwin. When you said bad temper, I'm like, oh, it's Alec.
Well, he was playing Angry Birds on Keith's plane, and he wouldn't stop. So Keith has a handlebar mustache, and he threw out Alec. Is
Yes,
that it?
Alec.
Okay, threw Alec off the plane.
Oh, wow.
And then Alec was hosting Saturday Night Live